Hello everyone, welcome here to Kildare, a beautiful place. There's a Cade meal of falta for everyone here watching today. It's quite chilly and it's also quite breezy, and it can be quite difficult. I'm joined here, of course I am Micheál Marahertig. It's kind of ignorant there not to introduce myself. I also have Michael Dignan, of course, the awfully hero. I have Larry O'Gorman, he's back for another year of it. Who else do I have? I have Cyril Fall and I have Mr. John Lachnan, but of course I'm joined here also with the chairman's son, Marcus O'Mahuna, a beautiful hurler. Of course Marcus gave up at the tender age of 11 due to torn cruciate ligament in his knee. I'd like to go through the team now. Ballinashandon, we're playing in blue today. They robbed the jerseys from St Mary's Convent in Charlotte. In goals, Paul Morrissey. Number 2, Jerry O'Mahony. Full back, Brendan Mulcahy. Number 4, the tipman, Dermot Gleeson. Number 5, Sean Reardon. Number 6, the Rock, Pat Mulcahy. Number 7, Phil Noonan. T is centre field with Jerry O'Connor. John Paul King is going to play number 10. PJ Copps playing centre forward. Michael Bowles the other half forward. And a formidable full forward line of Cathal Naughton, Ben O'Connor and Ryan Clifford. The referee, of course, today is Mr. Colm Lyons, and Colm comes from Nemo Rangers, not renowned for too much hurling down there, but his name is Cathal Lyons, and there's a bit of a trepidation going on about the actual name of his surname and the name of the team playing in McKilly's colours today, Castlelyons. Do they have the same surname, Castlelyons, Colm Lyons? Are they related? Could that pose to be an influence during the game? We shall wait and see. Newtown look as if they're going to play from right to left with the breeze, I think, in the first half after the toss. Mark O'Mahony, what do you think of this one? Who do you think will win this?
Hopefully Newtown will win here today. We have a good strong team out here, and hopefully we'll get a good game of hurling over the next hour, and hopefully we can qualify for the third round.
Thanks for that, Mark. Short and sweet. Very good. Of course, Castlelyons, the opposition, they're not to be laughed at. Timmy McCarthy, half forward. Kieran McGann, another beautiful hurler with the Cork seniors. He's playing centre half back. Owen Fitzgerald, another formidable half forward. So they have two nice half forwards. And the referee now is getting the schlitter as both teams line up in the field, as we now wait for our Raw in the vein. After that minute silence there, I presume it was for Mr. Con Murphy, a great servant to GA and Cork down through the years. God rest his soul. The ball has been ready now to throw in, and it's thrown in, and we're underway. And who's coming out with Smalls? O'Mahony. He rushes out. The ground is quite hard there, he gets it up. He's soloing out now, down his side, down his wing, down towards JP King. JP touches it once and it goes over the sideline. The referee says it's a line ball. Is he claiming a free? I don't think so. It's a line ball. We also have Marty Morrissey down the sideline today. We'll be going down to him for some analysis during the game, keep us informed on what's going on down in the dugouts. Ball taken there, sideline ball down towards Philip Noonan. Philip Noonan touches it. The ground seems to be very hard, quite dusty here in Kildare. The yellow helmet now, Jerry O'Connor gets stuck in. His right hamstring appears to be quite bandaged up. Michael Bowles fights for it, and that was a fairly dubious decision there from Mr. Colm Lyons. He said that Michael Bowles was pulling back his man. I don't think so. Timmy McCarthy now getting ready to take the free. Timmy, of course, got rid of his birdcage that he used to wear on top of his head, and now he has gone for the smaller, more compact white helmet. Timmy looks up. There's a breeze against him. He lifts it. He strikes. There's a gun over. He strikes it well. That's a great score from the Cork senior handler, Timothy McCarthy. Beautiful handler, the farmer, of course. He made the Farmers Journal Team of the Year last year. Himself and Noel Hickey. The ball here is taken by, I think it's, who's number 24? Chops out towards Pat Mulcahy. Was it Brendan? Ryan Clifford now, after a great midweek display there against Waterford, off towards Cathal Loughton. This man has pace, this man has skill. Has it gone over the bar? It hits off the post, and there's no one there to follow up. Ben O'Connell is there with Barry O'Connell. Barry O'Connell clears the ball down, but Johnny O'Connell gets up. Ryan Clifford strikes the ball. It's gone straight over the bar. It's a great score for Newtown Shandrum, they get off the mark. Of course, we're here also with Michael Dygan. Michael, what do you think of this one? Who will win it? You know, at the end of the day, Joe, it's only all a game of hurling, you know. Hurl high, hurl low, hurl medium, you know. It's all about a game of hurling, Joe. And today there's a strong breeze, you know, such. Well pointed out there, Michael, there's a strong breeze. You'd make no meteorologist anyway, I'll give you that much. The ball is pucked out by Brian Sheehan. That's a good puck considering the breeze. Alan T goes up for it. JP strikes. Alan T down the line, hits the ball in towards Ben O'Connor. Doesn't go quite as far out to JP. He should put it over from here. He's blocked down. The show looked like a free there. The ref says no. Castlelyons look as if they're up for it. Alan T gets it up in the stick. Out towards number 5. Number 5 is Sean Reardon. Cathal Loughton goes in for it there, but it comes out, the loose ball out towards Jerry O'Connor at midfield. Jerry O'Connor gets the ball. Beautiful play, stylish play, back to his first cousin, Jerry O'Mahony. Down here towards... That's a great score from PJ Cops. Is it? No, it's not. It's gone wide. It's hard to see it. Castlelyons look as if they're revved up for it. And the referee is calling the man to puck out the ball, stop wasting time. Brian Sheehan pucks out the ball here towards Philip Noonan and Michael Bowles. Goes up for it there, but it comes out Jerry O'Connor and Stephen Barrett having a nice little tussle taken by Pat Mulcahy. Beautiful strike. Is it coming down here towards Ryan Clifford? That's a great catch from Ryan Clifford, the Cork minor star. He pucks the ball. Is it gone over? It is. It's a great score. Great ball by Pat Mulcahy, well able to pick out the man. An even better touch from Ryan Clifford. I'm also joined here with John Loughnane. John, of course, managing Galway. He travelled the whole way down today just to see this. He said it should be a cracker. Jar, who do you think will win this one?
Well, you know, it's fantastic. Decider. It's a dirty pull there now, and one of the Newtown players I can't see. I think it's not JP. It could be Jerry, is it? I think so. Fantastic hurler. No, I don't think it's Jerry either. Who is it? I can't see. My eyes are at me. Sure, if you're trying to look after Eugene Cloonan that much, your eyes will be at you, you know? Shouldn't it, the best is be going mad in the drink and everything. Fantastic hurler, though.
Thanks for that, Jar. There's no need to give us the inquest of Mr. Eugene Cloonan from Athenry. There's a stoppage in play. There's a man down, I think there's Sean Reardon. Jar, of course, couldn't see. His eyes are at him. The referee asked the players to do a dance. No, he's asking them to put their hands in the air and stop, he says, and he's doing another dance. Before he throws the ball in, it goes out here towards Michael Bowles. Michael Bowles almost gets it up, is dispossessed, but he gets it up again, almost again. PJ Cops, beautiful ball down towards Cathal Loughton. Cathal has pace, Cathal has skill, and Cathal puts that ball straight. Haran Trasnown over the bar, beautiful score from Cathal Loughton. The man in the yellow helmet. I'm looking for Marty there down the sideline, but I can't seem to see him anywhere. He's not the man with the biggest stature in the world. He's probably lost among the short grass somewhere. Marty, come in. Are you around? No response from Marty. I don't know where he is. The ball is pucked out here. There's a bit of a tussle across the field, but McKilly pulling the ball, whipping the ball straight down towards number 13 for Castlelyons. Number 13, of course, is James Sexton. First cousin of Kieran Sexton, a Newtown native. The ball comes down here towards Ryan Clifford. Ryan, nice touch. The surely foul there. The ref says no. And the ref actually says the free out. And maybe my theory is right. Maybe Colm Lyons is related to Castlelyons. Maybe they're first cousins.
Mark O'Mahony, what do you think of the spectacle so far? It's getting fairly dull. It could be Borsty soon, I'd say.
Hopefully not. The first 3 scores Newtown got were well taken. Ryan Clifford got 2 great scores and Cathal Nocton as well. Going well so far.
Yeah, they're not playing too badly now at all. There's a strong breeze, of course. There's a lot of hurling to be played yet. It's great though to be back here for the first round of the Cork County Senior Hurling Championship as the ball comes down towards Kieran McGann. Kieran McGann lays after the ball towards Farmer Timmy. Timmy is making inroads in midfield. He's going a bit sideways. He straightens up a bit. Hits the ball down there towards Mr. Barry Fitzgerald. Is he a brother of Owen? I'm not too sure. And the referee gives another dubious decision there. Referee want to open his eyes. Of course, we're also here with Larry O'Gorman. Larry likes the hard hurling. The man from the Yellow Bellies, Wexford. Larry, what do you think of this? Well, you never know, you know. Thanks for that, Larry. You're at your capers again that you were last year. You were thrown out of the box above Pocket Quay Fort as Tim McCarthy strikes the ball. Haven't trust on. And Castlelyons now reduce Newtown's lead to a point. Cooley in the wall. Paul Morrissey looks up. He strikes the ball. It looks fairly central to me. It is. It's dropping down into the full forward line. It's some puck of a ball down towards Ryan Clifford. He looked fouled again. The referee says no. The referee appears to be casting a blind eye. He's actually paying advantage of Castlelyons for what reason? But the ball falls to Alan T. at centre field on his own 65. Alan T. strikes the ball straight over. Beautiful strike from Alan T. Alan T. O'Brien, a beautiful hurler. There's a big crowd here to our left. It's a quite chilly night. Maybe we might have the floodlights here. They have a fine setup down here in Kildare. Tim McCarthy goes up for the puck out. He goes up. Whoa! Michael Bowles falls awkwardly, but that's surely a Newtown ball. What's the referee going to do here? The referee has indicated to the linesman it's going to be a Castlelyons ball. I almost got confused there with the candy stripes of Immakelly. Thought they were them. Ball is taken there by Mr. Fitz, goes up for it there, but comes out towards Brendan Mulcahy. Brendan lays the ball off towards his brother Pat. Pat looks like he's been fouled and the referee agrees with me for once. Thank you, Mr. Colm Lyons. Of course, first cousin of Castlelyons. It's a family affair here today. They literally had the 16th man with them. Paul Morrissey looks up, he strikes the free. It's a low trajectory this time in towards Mr. PJ Cox. It's a great strike of the ball. He was blocked down this time by Kieran McGann. John Paul gets the ball up into his stick. This man is like a fairy all day on his feet. He's a beautiful hurler out towards Sean Reardon. Cork Minor, of course, last year. Pucks the ball down the wing, down towards Cathal Nocton. Doubled on it there by one of the Castlelyons backs, and JP has it up on his stick again. JP keeps going in towards my cousin Cathal Nocton. He looks up, he strikes. Is it gone over? Is it a great score? It's an excellent score. It's gone over the bar. Beautiful score there. We were supposed to be joined with by Tony Considine today, but I hear he's taking the no confidence motion fairly badly. The fact that it even happened at all. They're only after they had a good enough league campaign down in Clare, but I don't think he's taking it too badly. I think he's tucked up in the lab as the ball is pucked down towards Sean Reardon again. He's getting plenty ball today anyway, with the stiff breeze running against him. But it's taken up here. It's taken up here by I can't see the number on his back. Blocked down by Sean Reardon. Well, Philip Noonan fights for 2, and there's a bit of a schmozzle now. Hopefully we'll get a bit of a brawl. No, we won't. Both teams now trying to feel each other out, trying to see what they're up to. James Sexton there, number 13, and Chops, they're having a little battle. Number 12, of course, his own Fitzgerald, a tasty hurler, as he goes for a clash ball with Jerry O'Connor. Jerry O'Connor wins the clash down towards PJ Cops. He looked foul there, the ref says no. And the ball goes up from Philip Noonan and it's surely a free. Owen Fitzgerald was holding, I know it was a Timmy Budcage, yes, it was Budcage holding onto his hurl. Jerry O'Connor hits the ball along the wing down here towards his brother Ben. Ben gets it up, beautiful touch from the hurler. Beautiful, he looks up, left or right, is that gone over? It's gone across the face of the goals, it's gone wide. Harmless wise, Newtown, of course, have scored 5 fantastic scores today.
Great crowd of youngsters here today. Great to see the interest. The Gaelic games are still alive and well down here in the land of milk and honey. Ballinua Shantabah. Alan T best the ball down towards the Nimikilly man, Mr. Kieran McGann. Beautiful Hulla. Of course it comes down to Brendan Mulcahy. Just goes past his Hully. Small Johnny O'Mahony is rooting for a 2 along with Pat Mulcahy. Pat comes out, lays the ball off towards Jerry O'Connor. Jerry O'Connor looks up, lays the ball back towards Paul Morrissey. It's almost like Manchester United here, laying the ball back towards Van der Sar. Goes up for it now, it's Ryan Clifford. Ryan Clifford looking for it now. Is he going to keep it in play? Yes, he will. He's still going, he's bearing down on goal. This could be a chance for a goal. He looks up, he lays the ball off towards Ben O'Connor. Is that the goal? Yes, it is! Cool one there for Mr. Ben O'Connor. Set up by Mr. Ryan Clifford. A beautiful ball from Paul Morrissey, and Newtown get the first goal of the game. Cool the one there for Mr. Ben O'Connor. We still can't find Marty down the sideline. I think he's playing with the caterpillars or something, the ladybirds. I'd say he's a bit of a ladybird himself. And there's a bit of a clash ball there, and the referee is indicating that it's a Newtown ball. It must have hit off a Castlelyons stick. Jerry goes to take a quick one, but he's not going to be allowed. Jerry looks up. Of course the ground doesn't really suit. There isn't much of a sod there to get much high trajectory on the all line balls, but sitting down here towards Cahill with his massive pace, and it's gone out with bad control there from number 24 Barry Fitzgerald for Castlelyons. There's a few of us thinking of going up to the Golden Snack after there now for a burger or maybe a party bucket if we win. We'll treat you all. Ben and Johnny are down here in the sideline. There's a bit of commotion going on down there. Barry Fitz doesn't know what to do. The referee comes over. What's he going to say now? He's throwing in the ball. He's acting the maggot. The referee there was acting the maggot. They were only trying to take a line ball, trying to find the perfect sod, but the referee wouldn't leave. Here we are on top of a hill actually in Kildorrery, as the great song goes. There it stands still on the top of the hill, dear old Kildorrery town. That came from the great poet himself, Dick Burns, he told me earlier. As the ball is pucked out here now by the goalkeeper Brian Sheehan for Castlelyons, out here towards Alan T. O'Brien, but it's taken up by Declan Wallace. Is he any relation to William? There's William Wallace, of course, a great Scottish hero, but it comes out to small Jerry O'Mahony. Small gets it up, but so too does his cousin Jerry, and he's being harassed here by a few Castlelyons player. Outbursts Philip Noonan, he kicks it along. He's almost playing Gaelic football, is he now, with the ball is hit first time by Sean Reardon, but it's blocked by a Castlelyons stick, and he's being harassed here by PJ Cops. And it comes out to Timmy McCarthy. Timmy McCarthy, of course, the work engine of this team, but he plays a dodgy ball. But Castlelyons seem to have a free rein in their midfield at the moment, half back line. Pat Mull goes up for it, straight into the paw, no better Buchel, and he goes up, strikes the ball down the line here, down to the left, down towards Ryan Clifford. Ryan, first touch is down, he'll surely foul there, the referee says no. Out towards PJ looks up. That's a good ball by PJ down towards Ben O'Connor. Almost got the fingers taken off him there by Barry O'Connor. The scoreboard reads Newtown Shandrum 1-5, Castlelyons 2 points. With that breeze is worth about 8 or 9 points. Do you think that, Mark?
Of course, Newtown got a great start, 1-5, great goal there from Ben O'Connor, great work done there by Ryan Clifford coming in and going well now so far.
You must be delighted, he's your cousin of course, isn't he?
No, he's delighted because I'm his cousin, so.
Culcaharers is what they are, beautiful place, and the ball just went wide there from Ben's sideline. Halmerstow's well able to try them ones with the breeze that's in it. Very little cover here from the trees. If we went across the other way maybe we might get it, but we'd have no room because the actual subs are sitting over there. There's a few drops of rain that come down here now, and Taoiseach Carboshty. Philip Noonan goes up for it with the paw. That's first time hurling from PJ Cops. Great ball down in towards the corner, down towards Ryan Clifford. Ryan Clifford looks up. He's being harassed by number 2 for Castlelyons, Brendan Hoare. Clifford goes up, shoots, and it's a great save from Brian Sheehan, the goalkeeper from Castlelyons. And Clifford looked like he got a dig after the ball. He's going for a 21-yard free maybe. Or is it a penalty? He was taken out late anyway. I think he's going to get the custard slice. Is it a yellow card, or is he just going to get allowed of? Maybe he's not going to get either. It looks like a 21-yard free. Taken out late, it was a dirty belt on Ryan Clifford. Attention now being brought over to Ryan Clifford. The referee consults with his umpire. Is he going to give the man a custard slice? We don't know. Perhaps a strawberry split if it was dirty enough. As the drops start to come down now, and a greasy surface here could be treacherous for anything. The crowd look on anxiously, especially the Newtown crowd. There'll be glorious scenes tonight in the land of milk and honey if we enter the third round of the Cork County Senior Hurling Championship. Paul Morrissey, of course, is down here talking to his halfbacks. He's a bit far out. We've no goalkeeper at the moment. Ben O'Connor strikes. He goes for goal, but it's saved by the goalkeeper. Great save, and the ball is pucked 40, 50 yards, 60 yards down the field. Of course, a very strong breeze here. Alan T gets the ball. Alan T is still going. This man has some engine on him if he gets going, but it comes out here towards Kieran McGann, Cork Senior Hurler. Up for it goes Small Jerry. Small Jerry gets a touch on it. And every bit of a bushwhacker there at full forward. He kicks the ball on, nice little chip, but there was no Ronaldo to link up with it. It could have been a 1-2 Rooney Ronaldo, but not good enough. He looks like Neil Ruddock, really, not really much of a Ronaldo. Razor Ruddock. Timmy, of course, is looking very fit these days. After losing 3 stone since he got rid of the birdcage. And it was all in the birdcage where the weight was. The ball is poked massively down here, down towards PJ Cops. Is he going to keep it in play? He still does. It's still in play. The referee has called a 65, all from one puck out. 2 people involved in the movement, and that's what you need in hurling. Mark O'Mahony now, of course. Mark is based down in Roxburgh. How's Roxburgh going, Marky?
The finest to it.
Any trouble down there? I'd say you get plenty of maggots down there, would you?
There's a new sheriff in town now, so.
Speaking of maggots, there's someone here trying to take Jerry O'Connor out of it. And surely that's a free, and the ref says no. Mr. Wallace gets it up. William Wallace with his blue paint across his face. He goes up for the ball though. It's who is it? Sean Reardon trying to get it. But Kieran McGann bursts out again. He's showing now while he's on the Cork Senior hurling panel down towards William Wallace. William Wallace says freedom, and he lets the ball go. Out on the PJ Cops goes, but almost gets a flick in it, and the ball is put harmlessly out for a line ball to Ballinua Shandrum. Of course, there's a big panel of players. It's still, as I can see from my programme, is almost 31 players. Coach is Liam Ryan, manager by Simon, selectors Dan and Morris Reardon and Jim Coughlin. Tim McCarthy gets the ball in midfield, pucks a beautiful ball down here, but Small Johnny cuts it out, almost. The Castlelyons man gets it up. William Wallace gets a little flick in it. He looks like he's playing camogie the way he's going. It comes up here now towards Jerry O'Mahony. Jerry bursts out. Jerry tasty hurler, that's what you need in hurling, beautiful. Straight ball down towards PJ Cox. PJ just fumbles. Of course, there's a strong breeze, it's hard to judge where the ball is going. That's a desperate strike if a ball has gone over. If it went over, it could have been one of the scores of the season, but in actual fact, he missed the net behind the goal, so it was never really going to threaten anyone. Maybe the sheep behind in the field. It's after getting considerably darker around here, fairly gloomy now, but the hurling is far from gloomy. Comes in here towards Ryan Clifford, almost gets into his power. Cahill gets a touch, and Cahill still harasses. Is the ref going to give a free out? I don't know. The ball is taken out here by Kieran McGann again, down towards Timmy McCarthy. And Castlelyons are really up for this one. Timmy, of course, up against Pat Mulcahy. Timmy is still going. Timmy, of course, is very quick, but he won't beat the pace of Alan T. Caught out by Brendan Mulcahy. Brendan, beautiful strike down towards... Can't see with the pole in front of me. Beautiful strike down. Sean Kenny catches it there and down towards Sean Reardon. He gets it up almost. Is the ref going to give a free? He won't, thank God. Johnny O'Connor puts in a tackle, so too does Cahill locked him, but the ball is dangerous inside, and Paul Morrissey comes out, bursts out. Don't get hook ball, and Paul, beautiful ball down here towards Ryan Clifford. Is he 1-on-1 with the goalie? It's going to happen. And that's a beautiful goal from Ryan Clifford. Gets a flicked interception from the goalkeeper, and that's a big boo-boo from the goalkeeper. Perhaps he should have been a bit quicker. Ryan Clifford is after getting 1-2 already today after that goal. 2-5 to 2 points, and things are looking kind of ominous for the men from East Cork. And the referee's been called back here. There's an incident going on. I think Paul Morrissey could be hurt here, is he? We can't really see if it's blood because his hair is so red. Marty Morrissey, are you there? We're still trying to get through to Marty. Bring his mobile, let's say, Marky. That's the only way we get through to him, because I think he's playing with the slugs at the moment down there by the trees. He can't get out of the grass. He can't. Someone give that man a step ladder, or he could stand up in a box of matches or something. He'd be fine. He's lost. It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids with Marty. Marty, where are you? Still no sign from Marty. There's probably no signal down on the ground with Marty. I'm sure we'll catch him around half time. He actually might realise the game is on. Cyril Fall, of course, is here as well, ex-Galway manager. Cyril, what do you think of it so far? Well, you know, it's a thriller as such. Both teams, they're crafty, they're pacey, they're risky, and that midfield and fair, so like fairies in their feet all day. Thanks for that beautiful, beautiful analysis, Cyril. Thanks for that. And we have a blood substitute, I think, in the Newtown team. And in goals from Cool Smathan goes in William Began. Comes out, there's a ball here, 50-50 ball between Brendan and Jerry. Brendan decides to leave to Jerry, back to William Began for his first taste of senior hurling championship action in 2007. Down towards Ryan Clifford, he gets a touch in it, but taken up by his minor teammate Michael Bowles. He's flicked off there by number 24, Barry Fitzgerald. Barry, of course, was a late change to the Emmy Kelly team. I'm not too sure who he came in for. Maybe they've 16 players in the field, I haven't noticed. This is going to be taken by Cathal Nocton, I think. It is, it's hard to see, there's a bit of a crowd down here. Beautiful ball by Cathal into towards Michael Bowles. No, Ryan Clifford, he looks as if he was shoved off it there, but the ref says no. Philip Noonan up here against Birdcage, Timmy McCarthy, and Timmy gets it. Timmy keeps going, this man has pace, but in fairness now he's still going, and Chops comes in, he takes him down. I'd say it's going to be a custom slice for Chops maybe, or maybe a loud duff. It looked fairly harmless. It looked like just an awkward old tangle between the two of them. Two of them both feisty hurlers, of course. Marky, what do you think of the proceedings so far today?
Newtown are going very well at the moment. Young Ryan Clifford, a great introduction to senior hurling, scoring 1-2 already. From 1 to 15 they're playing very well. 2-5 in 2 bad. 2 points on the board already, and more likely to get another point here, so probably 2 points to 2-5 to 3 points. But overall, Castlelyons are not up to, we'll say, scratch. I'll say Newtown are running the whole time. They don't seem to have an answer really, we'll say, and when they're running.
Usually that's what you do in a game of hurling, Mark, you run.
But I was never good at running. I only had to go and hit the ball, and that was it.
As he says that, Timmy McCarthy strikes the ball, it goes straight over the bar, and they reduce the deficit now to 2 goals and 2 points. The scoreboard reads Newtown 2 goals and 5 points to Castlelyons 3 Coolini. William Began pucks the ball. He looks fairly central again, going out. Actually, it's not. It's down towards the wing, down towards Cathal Nocton and JP. JP hits a hefty shoulder there, but he's still going. This man is tough, he looks kind of strong. Cathal is still going, the man, that's a great touch by Cathal. And well intercepted. Jerry O'Connor gets the ball. He looked to be fouled there, and the ref agrees with me again. Mr. Colm Lyons, what's wrong with you? You should be given freeze to your first cousin, Castlelyons. Back 10 yards, the ref, surely you bring the ball in 10 yards. They seem to be standing in front of the ball, delaying the quick ball coming in. They're going for a one-man foot forward line, Newtown at the moment. Ryan Clifford inside, and his man is tightly marking him. Of course, if I was marking him, I'd be tightly marking him too. You'd want him pinned to the ground, I'd say, the only way you'd mark him. Ben on his own 65. Free ball here. He looks up, he has the breeze. It's a bit of a swallow. He lifts, he strikes. Has it gone over? There's a beautiful trajectory on that ball, and it's gone straight over the bar. No better buckle than Ben O'Cahool. John Lacknan, of course, Gerald, you've been fairly quiet today. You're kind of disappointed with Galway's league performance.
Well, I am a bit, in fairness, I have a hoarse throat from listening to the bastards all day complaining. And as I say, that PJ Cops gets the ball, and there's a bit of a tussle inside. Now, this is what I love. I love the tussle. Fantastic tussle. Thanks for that, John. And there's a few complaints there going around the place. Johnny O'Connor goes for it. So too does Sean Reardon, but the ball eventually comes out towards Jim. And there's a brawl here going on between PJ Cops and some other Castlelyons handler. I'm sure it's only the blood is boiling at the moment, so you'd have that in championship hurling is the glory of it. The ref has a word. He says to the lads, stop fooling around. Maybe they were only play acting, maybe they're brothers and they could be messy. The ref goes to the umpire again. That umpire, I've seen him in some butchers before, although he's after cleaning his coats and says, him last. Everything seems to be calm out here now in the field. And I'd say it'll be a throw-in, I'd say. What do you think, Marky? What do you think? Do you think it'll be a throw-in, or will there be a custard slice dished out, or what do you think? Call it Sweden to it.
Come on, no. Throw-in. Give me another throw-in.
Throw-in by Mark. The verdict is fair. Mr. Wallace is yet to put on his helmet. The ref comes down, takes the number. 2 number 11s. It's like 1,111 out there if you put their two backs together. And that's fairly big, and the fight was even better. What's the ref going to do here now? He's writing down something. Maybe he's putting him in his bad books. Maybe he's saying, I'm not friends with you anymore. I don't like you because I don't like fighting. Custard slice each, says the referee, and he said, if you do that once more, I'll put a strawberry split on top of it. It is a bit harsh.
Oh, very harsh.
Very harsh. I'd say the ref is going to throw the ball in. Timmy is here now. Timmy has the ball, and Timmy said, can I play with the ball? The ref says no. He says, give me back the ball. And Timmy with a very precise pass there up to one of the Newtown subs. Ball is thrown in, and now there's a feisty action after that little miniature brawl going on now. Jerry O'Connor lays the ball off towards Pat Mulcahy. Pat looks for Phil. Phil, of course, number 7. Iver is shocked. Out towards Dermot Gleeson. Leaves it just behind him here. Chop still at it. Chop still going at it. In fairness to the man, he has some drive. He's still going, he looks up, and that's intelligent hurling. Jerry O'Connor gets it. How many times? That's surely a dirty. More awkward than dirty, I think. And the referee is giving him a lower dove. And he ticks the name on his little bad boy's note. Paul Umbrace looks up, he lifts and he strikes, and that's gone a good 100 yards down the field, let's say, down towards Cahill-Loughlin. Gets a little flick on it into Michael Bowles. There's danger here. He's inside the 21 and he taps it straight over the bar. The sensible thing from Michael. He looked wise beyond his age there. Beautiful hurler. Another Cork minor, of course. This team is blossoming with youth at the moment. And the scoreboard reads Newtown Shandron 2-7. Castlelyons 3 points. Timmy looks for it out here down the sideline, but he's not going to get it this time from the goalkeeper. Kieran McGann gets up, he wins a beautiful ball. PJ Cox tackles him. The referee deems it to be a free and gives another black book. Black book to PJ. PJ, of course, already booked. They'd want to watch it there. Kieran McGann goes to strike the ball now. It's been a very interesting affair so far, the Candy Stripes versus the Convent. The referee takes a breather. Is he going to blow his whistle? He doesn't this time. He lets the ball go in by Kieran McGann. Kieran McGann comes out, but it comes out to Mac's brother Jerry. Jerry, of course, was fouled there, but the ref says no. The ref says play on. It comes out Talentee. Swift left side. A late tackle. And I don't know what happened there. The referee has called it back, and I think he's going to give Paul a black book. For what reason, I don't know. I didn't see it. Did you see it, Marky?
I see Paul's gave him a slight little tip, and I suppose you can't be doing it.
Slight tip.
Very slight, just was a bit harsh really.
I know you're a hard man now, Mark, but how slight is slight?
Very slight.
Very slight, says Mark. I don't know. Paul's a tough man. He'd give as good as he get. Birdcage looks for Birdcage straight over the bar. Brings it back to 2 goals and 7 points to Newtown Shandon. Castlelyons 4 points. 3 goals between the teams. Paul Morrissey looks up, he strikes. It's another huge one, 90 yards down the field, down towards Ryan Clifford. He goes up for it, almost gets it into his paw first time. Leaves the ball off towards Michael Bowles. Is it going to curl inside? It's curled in and it curled out again, the bastard of a thing. Just went flying out the ball. Of course, the breeze is an awful bastard today.
Language.
Sorry about the bad language. I'm hanging around with John Loughnane and Larry O'Gorman too long. The ball is poked down here towards Pat Mulcahy. He almost gets it into his right paw. He's still at it. He gets it up amidst 5 or 6. I almost called him in McKilly, the Castlelyons players. PJ Cox, of course, in his debut. Beautiful ball down here towards Ryan Clifford, but it just goes beyond him. It's not even gone wide yet, is it? It's still in play. Clifford almost gets a touch in it. Maybe he might have got a slight touch because the ball has gone as far as 65. Sean Reardon goes up for it. And JP gets it. The ball breaks here to Pat Mulcahy, and that's another dirty one ref by Razor Ruddock in full forward. Razor, of course, I want to watch himself. I think he got the black book already. Could this be the custard slice? There's a young fella here in front of us after taking a tumble. Are you okay? I'm fine. At least he's okay, that's the main thing. This fella here now for Castlelyons, he looks a bit like Chops. Chops will look like that in about 10 years, I'd say, if he keeps eating pizzas. Ben O'Connor, almost on his own 45-yard line. One of the most accurate free takers in the island of Ireland at the moment. Number 14, he's back, he lifts, he strikes. Is it going to go over? He has the distance, does he have the accuracy? I shouldn't even question it. It's gone straight over the bar. One of the greatest scores I've ever seen played on a game of hurling here in Kildallery. And the referee is called for the ball. It's half-time, and half-time score is Ballinua Shandrum with 2 goals and 8 points to Castlelyons is 4 points. A strong breeze, more action yet to come. We'll be back. Welcome back here, everybody, for the second half. Newtown come out refreshed after the banana and cup of tea there at half time. Welcome here, welcome back to Kildallery, Kildarver. Of course, the scene is set now for a thriller of a second half. There's 10 points between the teams, but anything is possible here. I'm joined here with Mark O'Mahony, of course. Mark, who do you think will win this one after both teams had their banana and cup of tea there now at half time?
Jesus, it's close enough now.
Don't bring Jesus into it. I'm not Jesus. I know I'm good, but I'm not that good.
I Newtown are going to, I'd say, run away with this one. They're playing very well at the moment, like up 10 points.
They are, as the ball is thrown in. He can't see him lose. Comes out here towards Timmy McCarthy. He gets the ball. An early score for Castlelyons could be crucial, but it's taken up by the Tipperary man, Dermot McLeeson, but laid straight out towards Brian Fitzgerald. And surely a foul, and the ref says yes on the Tipperary man. Of course, we have still trying to locate Marty Morrissey. Rumour there that he has been sighted, but he was on a pigeon's back flying around the corner flag with a camera on his back. I don't know what he's up to there. Marty, if you're listening, please get through to us, as the ball is pucked 30 yards down the field, but it comes out to this man again, Mr. McGann, a beautiful hurler. No, it's not Mr. McGann, is it? No, it's Barry Fitzgerald. I get confused. A fairly similar stature, but this man now has pace. Cathal Loughlin looks up, he strikes. Is that a score? It is, of course. Should I even ask the question? Gone straight, hadn't trust now, and beautiful score from the man with the buoy helmet. Beautiful buoy colour. And that'll give Newtown a chance to settle down now, as they're almost in double scores in the point stakes. It's 2-9 to 4 points. The ball is pucked down here now towards the centre half back. Pat Mulcahy gets a flick there on it by Jory O'Connor, taken up by small Jory, brother of Mark, of course, and it's laid back towards Brendan Mull. He's blocked down. Good pressure from Castlelyons, and Razor Ruddock lost his hurley, but it's taken up by Small John again, laid back towards Paul. Paul, after recovering from his vicious injury there in the first half. The ball is poked down here again, but he takes it again. Mr. McGann. He's blocked down by JP King. Newtown, of course, go out with the same 15 as they do in the first half. No changes here. Of course, we're here now with Michael Dignan. Michael, how is it balanced? We know at the end of the day, you know, the nice little hurlers there on both teams. There's number 5 there now, or number 6 here, McGann. He seems to have a dead arm, you know, that would happen to the best of us, you know, especially down in Offaly. You'll have lots of dead arms, lots of shoulders, lots of tough hurling, you know, and at the end of the day, it's only about the game of hurling, you know, hurl high, hurl low, hurl medium, you know, it's all about the game of hurling. Thanks for that, Michael. Your advice and your expertise, of course, is greatly appreciated by everyone here on Newtown Shandrum TV. We're going to change it from MTV to NTV. We're going to have it on. We'll be broadcasting usually once every 3 weeks from a Gaelic game stadium near you. Number 5 here now for Castlelyons, Mr. Michael Hegarty takes the ball, but it's a bad one towards JP King. This man has speed, he's will o' the wisp, and he's off today. He keeps going, he's bearing down on goal. Is it a cool for it yet? He's out, he's clean, and there's, very unlucky there from Ben O'Connor. He hit the wild flag, pity the other man isn't waving the green. And hang on, I think do we have Marty? He's been dropped off by the pigeon at the corner flag. Marty, how are you? Did you bungee jump off?
No, Mihal, I actually fell off him. I took a tumble, like number 13 there for Castlelyons. But rumor from Newton Shandrum is that they're quite happy with the play so far, and that things are going okay. So they have to keep the motion of the ocean, keep it going, you know.
Thanks for that, Marty. Great to hear your voice again. You sound kind of how would you say it? You sound like you're after getting a bit of air sickness. Were you up there long?
I was up there for 2 days. We were surrounding the pitch, and the pigeon is actually my girlfriend.
Beautiful. Marty has found friendship with Kildallery as Ryan Clifford looks up. He strikes, it's gone straight over the bar. We have great scores here. We also have love stories from Marty Morrissey, who's after falling in love with the pigeon. The ball is poked out here now by the goalkeeper, Mr. Brian Sheehan. It's down here towards Philip Noonan. Philip gets a touch on it. Philip is still going for it. Chops goes for it too. Chops gets it up. The ref calls for it. The ref says here. He's waving at him. He's making some hand movement there. He's not in the venue at all. I thought he was doing a dance. And the ball is thrown in towards Philip Noonan. Taken out by Pat Mulcahy, yours truly, and he lays the ball off towards Jerry O'Connor, and Pat gets a dirty stroke there. And the ref never saw it, and the referee would want to open his eyes a small bit. Maybe the Castlelyons incident is actually, my theory, may be coming to existence. The ball has gone harmlessly to the left and wide anyway. So Newtown have reached their 2:10 mark. Castlelyons are still back in the 4 points, yet to score a cool. The crowd are getting a bit vocal around here. Castlelyons, maybe they're fearing an exit out of the first round. Maybe they're not feeling advancement to the third round like Ballinua Shandrum, and maybe they could be going for the second round against it's maybe a divisional team. Do they play the divisional teams?
Oh yeah, they do, yeah. You have.
Thanks for that, Mark. Mark is now going to go through the fixtures. This is like an AGM now for Mark. Here we go, Mark's AGM.
Shandon versus Avondhu, Kelly, Carberry, Carrickdown, Duhallow, UCC, Musgrave, CIT, and they're playing by. Who are by?
By. Why are CIT versus by? We don't know who by is. Maybe it could be a by, it could be a girl. We're not too sure. It's taken up here anyway by number 24, Brian Fitzgerald. He's all over the place. I saw him there. He was centre back. I saw him now. He's centre forward. He's back half back now. The ball is taken up. He's chased. He's harassed by PJ Cops, and it goes out for a line ball, and the linesman doesn't know how to use his flag. He used his hand instead. Now he's decided to use it now, and it's going down here to the right hand side, down in towards Mr. Brian Connell. I think the goalkeeper's name is it from Brian Sheehan even. I'm sorry Mr. Sheehan for getting your name wrong. I see Marty now. He's after standing up in a crate again. It's over. He's fine. The ball is pucked here now. It's partially blocked, but it's hitting down here towards Sean Reardon's wing. Sean deals with it confidently. Sean deals with it very well. He surely fouled. The ref says no. Out towards Small Johnny. The ball takes a hopper on the ground. Small Johnny still battles after. Small Johnny touches with his foot. It's like a game of soccer here, taken up by Pat Mulcahy. Pat Mull is still going. Pat Mull is still going. Jerry O'Connell, beautiful layoff there towards Jerry. Jerry is still going. Jerry lays the ball off towards his brother Ben. Ben almost gets it up. This man has skill. Look at this. And the referee surely fouled. The referee says no. The referee, that's an absolute disgrace. Mr. Cullum Lyons, of course, first cousin of Mr. Castlelyons. First cousins. Dare I say it, I won't say it anymore. Free to be taken now by yours truly, Kieran McGann. Beautiful man, of course, beautiful buns, and he hits the ball down here, down into the box, and it's taken up by Razor Ruddock. Razor Ruddock looks up, he strikes, and he mishits it. He's after taking a tumble like a soccer player too. And the ball hits down there towards Ben O'Connell. Ben gets a touch, one flick straight up into the paw. Ben looks up, looks around for runners, and he finds one in Michael Bowles. Michael Bowles looks up. That surely looked like a chop. The ref says no. Jerry O'Connell gets it. The referee's after stopping the play, and Razor Ruddock needs some attention to him now. Mark, what you think is going to be the turning point in this match, if there will be one?
Not really a turning point. In fairness, we could have nearly brought up the third team here tonight because they scored 321 here last night.
Well, I saw Brian Reedy in action there, Cisse, of course, and he was firing in all cylinders there above against Kilshanny. Kilshanny, of course, with a big threat.
Oh yeah,
hang on there's danger here. Ben O'Connell looks up, he lays the ball off towards his brother Jerry. Jerry looks up, there's surely a goal on here. He lays off towards Ryan Clifford, it's in the back of the net, and it's a goal for the Newtown Shandrum. He raises the green flag, put it up, and he puts it up. He waves it around like he's in Carnival, like he's in the Mardi Gras, and off it goes. And the other umpire, there's a bit of controversy down here now. The other umpire is saying something, maybe perhaps a square ball. I don't think so. If only we had the referee's mic that they have in the rugby, we'd be sorted. Is it going to be allowed? Is it going to be disallowed? Perhaps it could. And it is allowed. It's a great goal by Ryan Clifford, and that's his second goal today. Ryan is after toting up a score of 2 goals and 3 points. Very impressive out of a 3-10 tally. And surely that's curtains now for Castlelyons, surely. Did you time it, Marky? And there's only 8 minutes gone in the second half. There's still a long way to go. Still 22 minutes of action in the first round. Razor Ruddock kids an old windmill, and he gets plenty wind in it. Alright, the ball is pucked out here harmlessly. Oh, almost hits a young one there in the head. She's very lucky. Vicky Pollard, are you alright? She's injured. She's going off for some physio now, and hopefully she'll be okay. We'll send her the best wishes card. Here's number 5 now. From where I'm standing, he looks like a big concrete pole. And he hits the ball there, great sideline by the actual floodlight. Comes up to Razor Ruddock. They call him Gilly around his parts, and it goes straight over the bar. He reminds me there of Gilly, as John Loughnane would say. Jack O'Leary, sorry, is his name, not Razor Ruddock. I got confused. They look very alike. I heard he's after getting a transfer from Liverpool. 1992 season, he left it there to start the hurling career with Castlelyons. Castlelawn, Elian even. John Loughnane, what do you think of the standard of refereeing today?
Well, you know, the standard of refereeing, Michal, to be honest, is quite abysmal. I've seen better refereeing inside in the creche when they're fighting over Marla. Gilly and Davy Fitz, they like hard hurling, but the refereeing is a disgrace. And as Giles gives his comment there, Alan T receives a beautiful ball, puts the ball straight over the bar. Ryan Clifford passed there to Alan T. Beautiful ball. Second point there for Alan T. He's having a stormer. The referee waits for the Castlelyons halfback to tie his lace and make sure he doesn't trip here on the rocky surface of Kildare. The ball is batted down there by Philip Noonan. There's a bit of a tussle here around midfield. Cops is in there, and who else is in there? Michael Bowles. And the referee says that's a bit of a chop. Very unlucky, he was going for the ball. No malice intended there. We look over there to the Galtee Mountains, just behind the goals there on our right, and
It looks like there could be a bit of borscht on the way. Perhaps we should be bean shake hit him now, I'd say so. Beg shay, even my tensors are all over the place. I had a late one last night. Timmy McCarthy lifts on his own 65. He strikes. He's gone over. He's gone straight over the bar, and Castlelyons are gradually pulling themselves back into it. They're still 3 goals and 5 points behind. Dave Geary here now in front of me. He's eating a few chips. Dave, any chips for Marky?
No comment.
No comments, says Dave. The ball is pucked down here towards Alan T. O'Brien. Alan T. looks for it. Alan T. surely fouled. The ref says no. Jory goes for it, and so too does Sean Reardon. And the referee claims that it's gone out. There's a bit of banter going on there at the sideline. It is only all fun and games until someone loses an eye. Mark, is very cold. Have you went to warm up my summer blues? Have you now sung for me?
I know, drop a brandy here, let drop me all.
No, I'm not partial to the old brandy now myself. I'd be more of a Jaeger bomber.
Good man yourself.
Drop the Jägermeister into the Red Bull. Shot is beautiful. The ball comes out here now towards number 8. Number 8 for Castlelyons is Leo Sexton. Beautiful huller, of course, but it's cleaned up by Sean Reardon. Sean straight into the hands of Kieran McGann. Kieran McGann is flicked dispossessed there by PJ Cops. Great harassing by PJ. PJ still there. He goes into blocking, puts him off just about enough. Brendan Mull goes off, well blocked down by Brendan. Comes out here towards Jerry O'Connor. Jerry O'Connor and Pat Mull battle for it, and out comes Brendan, and Philip Noonan gets it up onto his stick out towards Dermot Gleeson, and almost all the 6 backs were involved in that movement. Taken down there almost by Michael Bowles, but number 24 is a tall fucker. The ball is taken on here now by Michael Bowles. He's very quick. Down towards Ryan Clifford. His touch is immense, and he looks up. Flicks it over the head towards Michael Bowles. Michael almost gets it up onto his stick. The ref, that's surely a foul. The ref and Michael Bowles has a goal on here, and Michael, of course, the sensible option, taps it over again. A great score from Michal O'Bweel. Is that his 3rd point today, Marky, is it?
The 2nd point, he's playing very well. Also, Ryan Clifford is playing well. You got 2-3. Newtown are going well, but Castlelyons are poor. We're not taking away from that. Like, Newtown have played well the forward line, particularly his full forward line. They've contributed. They've got 3-8 between them.
Well, we won't count our chickens till they've hatched anyway, because in fairness they could rasp in 3 or 4 goals and they could be back straight in it. And just as I say that, Kieran McGann hits it, but it's gone to the left and wide, so maybe you are safe to say that. Maybe they do look perhaps a little bit limited. Down the centres they look strong, but certain positions they look quite weak. Paul Morrissey now wearing the number 16 jersey pucks the ball down towards Alan T. Alan T, beautiful ball into the hand, beautiful pass towards PJ. PJ is almost dispossessed. He is dispossessed now. Alan T right in his face. How are you? The ball comes down here now towards Dermot Gleeson. Dermot Gleeson flicks it out towards Philip Noonan. Gleeson goes for the 1-2. It was almost like watching Liverpool the other night, Dirk Kuyt and Craig Bellin. The referee, I think, is going to overrule the linesman again and say it's a line ball. There's been a few quiet performances in the second half from Castlelyons. Timmy McCarthy in particular hasn't really pucked any ball yet, but this man Kieran McGann is playing quite well, and he gives a little Gary Owen into the full forward line. I'd say that's gone harmlessly wide and small. Jerry dealt with that very well. Are you proud of your brother today, Sharky?
I played well now. I give him nearly contention for man of the match.
Yeah, no, there's no political bias there, no family affairs whatsoever. Of course, you've also a few cousins playing, so I suppose it's up between the 4 of them, is it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Jesus doesn't between Ben, Jory now, and Jory, and they're the only 3.
Yeah, you've only 3. You thought you'd more. And there's a bit of a tussle here going on midfield again, and the 65-yard line. The referee's going to throw it in between Brian Fitzgerald now from Castlelyons and Jerry O'Connor. And they battle away for it. It's going to be a free, maybe. Yes, it is. But it was just a little bit of a tussle now going on between the 2 of them. It's only all friendly banter anyway. Castlelyons down in East Cork, a nice part. Of course, I heard the story recently about this man now taking the free, Timmy McCarthy. How he used to smoke an old fag with Donal Cusack after a game when they'd sit up on the hill in Castlelyons and look over the valleys. As he strikes the ball, he strikes has gone over. I think it is by the reaction of Paolo Moraes. I think it is. He taps the crossbar, and Castlelyons have now extended their scoring to 7 points. I was going to say they're lead, but they're fairly off that now. They're not up with the pace, really, are they?
No, not really. It's gone through here. Tim McCarthy have contributed 6 points out of the 7, which is a very poor return there from their forwards.
Yes, that's true. In general, they look kind of limited, as I was saying. And now we've danger here. Alan T and Jerry, the two Speedy Gonzalez, and just dropped there by Alan T and taken out again by Kieran McGann, who's, in fairness to him, has been immense all day. The high ground, maybe William Wallace will miss it. Freedom, he says, and he lets go and pat out towards Philip Noonan. Taken by Sean Ray. Sean gets a hefty little shoulder there into the gut. And the Castlelyons lads aren't happy with the stop and play, but a man almost got croaked there and we have to stop. And as I look down there to the right to the corner flag, Marty Morrissey has now taken flight with his pigeon again. And we wonder, will we ever see him? Mark, you'll have to ring Marty soon, I think.
He'll be alright, do not fear him.
Of course, Kildare is noted for the high population of pigeons. It was noted as being a #1 capital of pigeons in Ireland.
She said, no, that's at all.
Yes, it's true. Walk down to the square there, down the main road. And actually there's some people there and they have a mix of human beings and pigeons. They have human beings' body with a pigeon's head. Maybe Marty will have the same. Although Marty's head looks like a pigeon's head anyway, so it won't make much of a difference. The referee goes to throw the ball in now. Marty Morrissey, of course, Thunderbirds. Is he being held up by string? We don't know. The ball is about to be thrown in now as Mark shows me the watch, and there's 17 minutes gone, 13 remain, and anonymous signs there for Castlelyons. The ball is thrown in. It comes out here towards Small Jerry and Razor Ruddock. Razor Ruddock misses the ball, but Small Jerry gets it up towards Sean Reid. Sean, of course, took a hefty bang there, but he's up again playing well. Down here towards Jerry. Jerry taps the ball out towards John Paul King. John Paul, this man has pace and he just burns them all. 4 Castlelyons when he still managed to get the ball away. Beautiful ball up here towards Ryan Clifford, I think, is it? Or the PJ Cops. PJ looks up, he strikes. It's just gone to the right. I get confused with all the dark helmets around. So in fairness, the second half hasn't really lived up to much expectation, Mackie, has it?
Not really. Larkin North has been poor enough. Like Newtown have never really exerted themselves like they're really in third gear like Joe.
Well, in fairness, they're playing reasonably well. In fairness to them, you have to worry about the opposition.
Oh, they're playing well, but I would say like
perhaps relegation beckons, unless they pull themselves out of this the second round of the championship. Surely at this stage beckons for them, and it's another stupid wide there from Castlelyons. A beautiful puck out from Paul out towards JP King. JP, of course, beautiful touch, and his jersey's pulled there, and the ref says no. JP leaves the ball touch the ground. He's allowed to catch it once more. He lays the ball off towards Jerry O'Connor. Jerry into Michael Bowles and almost gets a flick. It's going to be a line ball to be taken by Cathal Naughton. Maybe he's going for the ball. Maybe he's going to give it to Jerry. No, it's Naughton going to take it. And that's surely well shielded there by Michael Bowe, showing his strength. Beautiful ball out towards JP King in the 21. That looked kind of like a dirty pull across his shin, but JP still goes. JP looks up, looks for the option. JP passes a beautiful ball out here towards PJ. PJ takes a little bang for the cause, and now towards Cathal Naughton, gets a hurley down the helmet, and he's been harassed here by number 24, Brian Fitzgerald. But Naughton is still going, flicks it out towards Jerry O'Connor. Jerry is still going. Looked like a bit of a high tackle there by Brian Fitzgerald. Maybe it was more awkwardness than anything. Takes off the helmet. Perhaps he needs some attention shown to him here. And is there any physio going to come over? I doubt it. He puts on his helmet again. Beautiful green colour. Ben looks up now. He's about 30 yards out on the edge of the semicircle. The referee is having a chat, and he dishes out another custard slice. He'd almost get a job in a deli somewhere. He dishes out so many custard slices. Perhaps he'd want to get in the freezer maybe for some strawberry splits later on if Castlelyons get a bit dirty.
I wish we could give him a job Long Guy needs as well if you're looking for a job in the deli.
Ah, yes, very nice. As you say that, your cousin Ben, Mark, is just after striking another pint.
Man, Ben.
Of course, there'll be glorious scenes in the land of milk and honey because the lads are off the beer, of course, for the last 12 months, I think. I haven't seen any of them out anyway. In fairness, they've been very quiet. And Razor Ruddock is complaining. Razor shouts at the ref. Knows him personally, I suppose. First cousins, I suppose, with Castlelyons, of course, is the referee, Colm Lyons. Connaughton harasses here after the quick line ball. Number 5 there, of course, for Castlelyons. Number 5 is Michael Hegarty. Michael Hegarty out towards number 8. Number 8 is Leo Sexton. Leo Sexton lays it off towards Timmy. Is that his first touch of the second half? No, I don't think so, because he scored already. Philip Noonan flicks the ball beautifully. Very intelligent hurler down towards PJ Cops. PJ Cops down towards Ryan Clifford. Ryan Clifford, beautiful touch. Beautiful ball towards Michael Bowles. It goes straight to King. There's a goal here if he wants it. He's bearing down in goal. He looks up and the ref says, do the hokey pokey, and he points out here. Oh, sorry, he said it was Steps. Steps, of course, were a good band, but they finished years ago. What was your favourite Steps song, Mark?
Raglan Road.
Yes, I don't ever recall Luke Kelly being in Steps.
Jeez, it wasn't my time in a...
Yeah, I heard he was, yeah. There's a bit of stoppage now. I think there's the corner back from Castlelyons inside, and he seems to be bending over, and the referee looks worried. And there's a bit of a commotion going on there. No, there's not. He's okay. The referee pats his first cousin on the back and says that's okay. The goalkeeper here now, what's his name again? I keep forgetting. It's Brian Sheehan. I keep calling him Brian Carroll for some reason. There's 22 minutes gone. Of course, there's other players here as well with similar names, all similar statures, and the ball is put down here towards Philip Noonan, and Chops gets it up in his stick, and Castlelyons, of course, have to bring on a few substitutes into their forward line, trying to inject some pace, maybe some agility, maybe some inspiration. I doubt they'll find it when you have hurling like this. Maybe it's just gone over the sideline. Excuse me, I just did a little burpee. I had an old tea and a sandwich there before I came down. It's actually after brightening up, I think, Mark, in the second half, is it? You're almost like George Fleming, the winking weatherman from Wexford. Mark has no comment, he's laughing. Stop laughing, Marky, this is a serious game. The scoreboard reads 3-13 to Newtown Shandom, 7 points to Castlelyons as Timmy McCarthy bears down. Chased by Ben O'Connor. Ben's after coming out deep out the field now, and he looks like he's foul, and the two lads were hugging there, the two Cork senior teammates, embracing each other. T looks for the quick one. No one marking him. Ben looks up, he's on his own 65. He lifts, he strikes. It's gone in low. It takes a little deflection in towards his brother Jerry. Jerry gets it up to Ryan Clifford. That's a beautiful touch from Ryan Clifford. That's surely goal number 3 for Ryan Clifford. And he's after, if he gets one more point, it's 6 goals and 8 points for Ryan Clifford in the space of 4 days, I think, Mackie, is it?
That's correct, Larkin. Army Hall, I should say.
And of course, he's got all his scores from play.
All from play, being as we'll say out of that front forward line, we'll say they've contributed 4-12 or 4-9.
4-9, not a bad return down in Kildallery. Many a time I scored 4-9 in Kildallery. Must have been in a past life though, because not many people saw it. Things are going to be dull. Let's see, if you look out towards the left there, there's a few, and Razor Ruddock here in front of us now has been taken off his spits on the ground. But anyway, the play goes on. Out towards JP King. JP, beautiful hand pass towards Ben O'Connor. Ben chases, and it's just pulled across there by a Castlelyons player. And plays the ball, beautiful ball there by number 5 up to Cahill Lockton. Cahill, beautiful ball towards Michael Bowles. Beautifully weighted pass and beautiful point, and that's absolutely savage hurling. It's beautiful hurling, and it's hurling at its best. The scoreboard now looks very disappointing from a Castlelyons point of view. It reads Ballinua Shandon with 14 points, Castlelyons 7, and there'll be bonfires in the land of milk and honey tonight, hopefully, if they win. JP King chases down here, and a lot of the Castlelyons supporters are heading out the gates already, and there's still, how many minutes left? There's 5 minutes to go, surely. They're going for a quick snack down in the golden snack. But as I say, that Kieran McGann is bearing in on goal, but he's surrounded by 5 or 6 Newtown hunter-gatherers. They go for the ball. It comes out here towards Brendan Mulcahy. Brendan lays the ball off toward Philip Noonan. Philip Noonan out toward Don McLeeson. Don McLeeson looks up. He's all the time in the world. As the song says, we have all the time in the world, and Ben O'Connor gets the ball on his own 65. Beautifully weighted pass. All a little flick would do, but it's just blocked out there by number 3, the full back from Castlelyons. And the referee's given the free against Jerry O'Connor there for perhaps a wild swing. I thought he got the ball, but the referee said no. And half the crowd now is dispersing. The tie is finished, Marky, surely, is it?
Oh, well over. To be very happy with the two minor lads that played here today, Michael Bowles and Ryan Clifford. Played very well. 3-6 between the two of them, which is a great score out of 4-14 from two lads only playing minor this year.
And of course, it's also great to see the lack of. So there's a lack of substitutions made, which is good to see from a junior hurling perspective in Ballinasloe.
Oh, definitely.
The bigger the squad, the better. There's a beautiful hand pass now towards Michael Bowles. Gets a little flick, beautiful hurling out towards PJ Cops. PJ's been like a workhorse all day. Out towards Jerry O'Connor. There's space here for JP King. Can he get a cooler one? He goes for it. Almost gets it. Takes a rattle off the goalkeeper. And in fairness to the goalkeeper, he's been fairly consistent all day and need no chances for the 4 goals. It goes out for a 65. Are you going for a few tonight, Marky? I might go for nonce juice or maybe a bottle of Finches.
Definitely. Would a dog eat, mate?
Would a one-legged duck swim in circles?
Would a bear shit in the woods?
Well, if you were that bear, I'd probably imagine it would, yes. Ben O'Connor pucks the ball, a low ball in again. Maybe they're going for more goals. Almost went the whole way in, but it just went out. Almost hit Marty Morrissey in the leg. Marty's been dropped off behind the goals, and surely this is over now. Michael Dyke himself, Al. Larry O'Gorman has gone straight to the pub. He said to his call, he's gone for a hot toddy. Good luck, Larry, see you later. You know, good luck. Goodbye, Larry. Larry, of course, is a big long drive down to Wexford now this evening. He'll be half gatty in the way down though, so he won't notice it. The ball is pucked here. Is Kieran McGann after scoring? No. And looks like Lady Luck doesn't have any affiliation with Castlelyons tonight, and they haven't really used the breeze to much of their advantage. I think, Mark, is it an observation of mine, or am I dreaming? Is it that the Castlelyons have actually scored more against the breeze than with the breeze? We're not too sure. Mark isn't too sure. He nods the head, and as he nods the head, John Paul King is harassing number 5 for the ball. Does he get the ball? He almost does. Jerry O'Connor, he's held back, and the ref says no. Beautiful ball there towards Sean Reardon. Sean Reardon looks up. Beautiful strike towards PJ Cops. PJ's racing after it. PJ's inside. PJ almost gets it up onto his paw. PJ still going after it. Comes up here now to Ryan Clifford. Ryan Clifford looks up. A beautiful weighted pass towards Michael Bowles. The minor boys combining, and Michael Bowles off his left straight over the bar. Beautiful hull on Michael Bowles. Well set up by Ryan Clifford and PJ Cops. JP King, and may I go back to Sean Reardon's beautiful pass as well. It's hurling at its best. Ball pucked down towards Sean Reardon again. Sean Reardon gets up well, almost 6 feet into the air, back towards Jerry O'Connor. Jerry O'Connor now looks up. Jerry, beautiful way to pass towards his twin brother Ben. Ben looks up. Cahill is running off, and Ben looks up. He's blocked down. Ben is still blocked down. Number 5 there, of course, bursting out, and that's a big sweeping clearance. And it's gone down here now towards one of the substitutes, I think, is it? No, it's number 11, William Wallace. Freedom, of course, he made a great film in Scotland, and as I say that now, it's cut out by Brendan Mull out towards Alan T. He lays the ball off soccer style out to small Jerry O'Mahony, brother of Marky, of course, and now back towards Alan T. Alan T looks up. However, it takes a deflection. It's taken here by Kieran McGann, is it? No, it's Brian. Yes, I think it is Kieran McGann. There's a bit of a tussle going on here now, and the referee awards a free in, I think. He seems to be indicating his arm anyway towards the goals, or is he looking for the ball maybe? How much time is left, Mark? You'd say it's time up now, is it?
We have just a minute.
We have approximately 46 seconds, sorry, as I said that, it's 44 seconds now left, 2 seconds just gone there. He strikes the ball over, it's gone way over the net. It must have been a Newtown ball. That'll cost him an extra 10 on Mark.
Definitely Dinny Manny won't be happy with that.
He won't. Did that go over, or was it wide?
It went over,
It went over, yeah. I lost my trail of thought there. My concentration is lapsing me as this game looks a foregone conclusion at the moment. The ball is pucked down here now, down towards Michael Bowles, and the ref wags his finger, whatever he's doing to himself there, I don't know, and he says it's a free. He's coming up with his own rules. You can't do dance like that. Timmy McCarthy looks up, he strikes the ball. Is it dropping in? I'd say it's dropping over, and looks like Timmy's playing for pride at the moment and extends Castlelyons scoring to 9 points, I think. William began in goals now. Strikes the ball. William began strikes up towards JP King. JP gets it up. Well done, JP. JP looks for the pass. JP, beautiful huddle, of course, almost taken out of it. T looks up, almost gets it. But it's taken up here now by the Castlelyons midfielder, I think, but straight down into the paw of Pat Mull, but he's under pressure from one of the Castlelyons forwards, William Wallace. He leaves the ball out there towards Tim McCarthy, and of course the Castlelyons supporters aren't too happy with that. Maybe it's just sour grapes, but I don't think they are. They're village people like ourselves, only their village isn't the land of milk and honey, really, is it? The ball comes out here towards the cornerback. He's playing very up the field, in fairness to pushing for the scores, but I think Jesus wouldn't have even made this miracle come true, I think, at this stage, in fairness. It comes out here towards PJ Cops. PJ's had a fine game all day. He's playing very well. He's running hard, strikes the ball in towards the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper fumbles it. Almost comes out to John Paul King, but the backman there from Castlelyons lays the ball off towards midfielder. Well hooked by Ben O'Connor. Ben still working all day long. As Shirley steps, the ref says no because it fell on the ground. Jerry gets a little flick on it up to Ben. Number 12 up to Cahill Knocked. Cahill lays the ball off towards Jerry O'Connor. Jerry bearing down on goal now, 30 yards out. He's on the semicircle. He's on the 21. There's surely a chop. The ref says no. Castlelyons take the ball and they clear the ball down the field. Down towards number 8 there for Castlelyons. He lays the ball down towards a fairly doomy and gloomy full forward line of Castlelyons now at the moment. There's no one down there for a team that are down by 4 goals and 6 points. And just as I said, Newtown Shandrum are just after winning the first round of the Senior Hurling Championship. Are you happy with that, Sharky?
To the group win, Michal, Newtown hadn't really had to kill themselves, and they're worthy winners, and it just gives just show that the serious contenders for this year's county. Castlelyons were poor. But then again, you must get back to the fact that about the two young minor lads, Ryan Clifford and Michael Bowles, they played extremely well. Come through, was it 3-6? Was it 3-6? Or
If you look at your notes there, you should know about it.
3-7?
3-7.
3-7.
You're good at the maths, aren't you?
Oh, very good.
Very good at the maths. So I think it's time to sign off now, and thanks everyone for coming here today as the crowd dispersed from a cold but a happy, from a Newtown point of view anyway, a cold but a happy Kildallery. So slán now everyone and safe home, and we'll have a few hot toddies tonight and get ready for the third round. Slán.